with some catches going down. And I think what we're seeing is the competition's that tight that little things like that are going to determine the result. Look, we've had 4 games in 4 days that have gone down to the last ball, which is pretty unique. So that suggests the teams are very even. So little things on the day are going to matter. We lost some momentum through the middle. They've got world-class spinners. It was almost a sort of a blueprint of a Chennai performance with Ashwin and Chahal and Zampa working away, and we knew it was going to be a grind like that. And it got close, but we were just behind. Really, it was some good hitting at the end that got us closer, but we just lost that momentum through the middle. No, the only reason that the radar is used to measure intensity when the guys bowl, so you're getting a speed radar that will give you an idea if the guys are operating at peak capacity. So then you can gauge their accuracy. So one is if you're bowling at 50%, your accuracy might improve. If you're at 100%, you measure the accuracy there. So it's a combination of 2 or 3 things. There's no special radar put down that monitors. We're there marking, but it's a physical thing. But it's based on intensity and making sure you're accurate under pressure. You got a couple of questions there. I'm not sure of their tactics with Ashwin. But for us, again, it's losing another player. That's two games in a row, and we're already pretty thin. So we'd like it to stop. Magala's hand was split, unfortunately, so he was unable to bowl those last 2 overs, and same with Deepak Chahar in the last game. So we're operating on pretty thin resources, but we're not the only team to have that. I think a lot of players coming out of a big domestic season are a little bit broken, but we just keep having to find solutions. So we'll do that in the next 4 days. But yeah, it's not ideal yet. The captain has to then think on his feet. So Moeen Ali had to come back in. He hadn't had a great day. He got the wicket of Butler, which was good. And you've got young players like Akash, who's coming in for his first game, having to bowl some key overs. So it's not how we plan, but T20 very rarely goes to plan. Okay.
Looking at the way Ashwin was bowling, and he had a couple of overs at that point. Back-to-back 2 or 3 left-handers came in. Your thoughts behind that tactic, and was there a temptation to send Raj Samoli right ahead of them?
Well, Dubé, we like to use to try and push the game forward naturally against slower bowlers. So we knew they had 12 overs of quality spin. It doesn't matter if it's turning a little bit away or the leg spin. The other end is suited for left-handers, so you can't get it all. You can't get the perfect scenario. So I still back skill. And Dubé is a powerful player, so he has got a role to take on the spin. If he'd got 2 or 3 away, then it changes the complexion of the game. Raidu's, as you say, is an excellent player. Moeen Ali's a great player of spin as well. So we don't mess too much with the order because the players are very skillful. I think you run the risk of overcomplicating things if you try and get too fancy with it. Yeah.
Terrific bowler, and he's bowled really well.
He has.
How hard it is?
Very hard.
No, especially considering Krishna came just a day or 2 back, and Moeen was also coming after a bout of fitness. You still felt you could have played Mitch for 1 more game?
But both were fine. What we were looking to do is get Tikshana to Butler. We felt that would be, if we bowling well, there's an opportunity there, and with the left arm swing as well. So we wanted to get Butler out. Mitch has bowled very well, but he's more after the power play. He bowls sort of one towards the end, where Tikshana bowls during the power play. So that was the deciding factor. Both very skillful bowlers. Tikshana travelled well. He bowled beautifully last night, so there was no issue around that. And it didn't work out today, but I think the tactic is right.
Stephen, with
Yeah.
these bowling resources getting so thin, this kind of quality batting lineups on better batting wickets,
Yeah.
how difficult could that be, and how quickly we want Patirana to get into the mix?
Well, I think it's pretty easy with Magala. He'll be out for a while, so you'd think Patirana would come in out of contention. Ben Stokes is also nursing an injury, so we've got him waiting to come back. Chahar, Mukesh Chowdhury, Simajit Singh. We've got quite a list who are making progress. Patirana, we were, unlike with Mukesh being a fast bowler, he had COVID in New Zealand as well, so he's had some quarantine. We didn't want to rush him back for this game, whereas Mukesh was fine. So, yep, he'll come into contention certainly for the next game, which gives us a little bit of difference. And you've got to keep trying to find ways to take wickets. We go to Bangalore now, which is another high-scoring ground. So our defensive bowling and attacking bowling to take wickets will be very important.
Hi, Stephen.
Hey.
We don't get to hear prepare during the off season when the IPL is not happening? Do you monitor his progress and fitness and other stuff? Looks like he has put on a lot of muscle of late.
I thought you were going to say weight, which would be cheeky, but no, he's strong. He's nursing a knee injury, which you can see in some of his movement, which is hindering him somewhat. But it's still what you saw today is a great player for us. His fitness, he's always been very professional. He comes a month before the tournament starts, so he doesn't get the opportunity to do a lot. He'll stay fit, he'll do some netting in Ranchi, but his main pre-season is done a month before when he comes to Chennai. And he works his way back into match form, and I think you can still see he's playing pretty well. So we never have any doubts about the way he manages himself, and he always gets himself up to speed.
Last two questions.
Is it possible to develop a mindset, to finish the game in the 18th or 19th over mentally, not take it to the last?
Ideally. Yeah, ideally you'd love to chase everything down in 18 overs, but I think you saw today we were a long way behind. We stuttered through the middle period, succumbed with some wickets, and it took some pretty good hitting at the end to get us close, and that's not how you want to chase. You want a player to bat all the way through, be 75 not out, and players bat around him with some cameos. But they bowl well. They put some pressure on. They're world-class spinners, so we knew it was going to be a good battle. We were also a little bit unsure of the effect the dew was going to have on the pitch. It's the first time we've played it. Everyone will say you should know it, but every year it changes. So we're learning again about the different surfaces that we've got. And today we came up against a team that was pretty well matched for it. So it was a good contest, and 3 runs is probably fair reflection.
Last one.
You got half an hour? Deepak Chahar, he's weeks, probably 2 or 3 weeks. Simajit Singh, I'm guessing a little bit here, 10 days. Ben Stokes, day by day. He is improving. I'm not sure. I don't have a definitive date on that one. Mukesh Chaudhary obviously out. Magala will be out for a couple of weeks at least. Who else? Feels like there's a couple more. Okay.